my name is Meiju. Welcome to watch this video, which is about my summer knits of all time. And there is a lot of them. You can see them behind. My concept of summer knitting is really wide because here in Finland we have a lot of cold weather as well. In summers, cold weather means that it might be like 14 Celsius degrees at midsummer, which feels like freezing in the summer, so you might need to wear a lot of wool. In summer too, you never know. So I will go through my tops, tees, some vests, and also fingering weight cardigans that I'm now wearing, that I also consider summer knits as well. I wear a lot of fingering weight summer knits also in the summer, since evenings usually in Finland temperature drops below 20 plus degrees Celsius, so you might need woolen cardigan in the summer evenings in Finland, as I'm needing it now here as I'm talking indoors. I have a little bit over 20 degrees Celsius here indoors. First, what I'm knitting now. I'm knitting a summer design that will be published probably in the end of April or in May. I'm using recycled cotton yarn by Vuonuo, which is a Finnish yarn brand. This is DK weight cotton yarn, so you can substitute the yarn with any DK weight cotton yarn if you have some. If you don't get access to this specific yarn. I will tell more about this design when I will publish it. But let's go through those summer knits one by one. Okay, this is called Linbo Tee. So the name Linbo comes from the yarn. The yarn that I used here is fingering weight linen yarn called untrimmed Linbo. It's a cotton and linen flax blend, and it's really enjoyable to knit. Sold in Finland. I don't know if they deliver anywhere else, but if you have anything fingering weight linen or cotton yarn, it works as well. The pattern itself has a round lace yoke, and there is a pattern detail behind, and there are some short rows made during the lace pattern. So some lace knitting experience is recommended with these patterns, since you go back and forth with the lace for the short rows, and you need to know how to read the chart to be able to execute the short rows. The short rows lift the back neck a bit for better fit on the neckline. Now it's on the hanger like that the short rows or the neck lift doesn't show that much, but it's like that, and it's really nice delicate yoke, but the lace doesn't go too far, and there are some yarn over increases. You can substitute those with any other increase that you want if you don't want to make yarn overs. That's just the design feature. but also it grows the yoke, so you need to do some increases. Okay, this is Limbo Tee. You will find the pattern on Ravelry and in all my shops. I will put the link to all my shops below this video. Okay, then I'm going to take my doll, and let's adjust the camera a bit since, yeah, okay. The scarf that my doll is wearing is my new design, so I'm not going to talk about this yet. I'm going to put it to test knitting pretty soon, so I'm not going to talk about that yet. But this is called Meiju, and it's a top with quite wide armholes, so it's also wearable as a vest, so you might want to wear something underneath it, but it can also be worn without anything underneath, and I have worn it both ways, as I feel that when it's really hot summer day, you don't need to have only bras underneath or bikinis, bikini top or something like that. It's quite enough. It has really little ruffles on the shoulders and on both shoulders, so that's a little detail with this top. And I have also used this in winter as a vest underneath a jacket or a blazer. It has applied I-cord neck finishing and ribbing below. The yarn that I used for this was it was Itokinu silk, if I recall it right. Itokiniso silk yarn, and then I worked it together with Isaker yarn trio 1, which is a blend of linen, cotton and rayon from bamboo, so it's really soft combination together and very enjoyable to wear. Then some of my tops from the last summer. Here I have 3 of them. My Kevyt tee, which was really popular last summer. And I'm giving you a discount code to my shop in the end of this video, so please watch until the end, since you get the discount of all of these older summer knits while waiting the new ones to be published. This is my Hilpu tee. This was also one of my most sold patterns last summer. It was really popular with a basic tee with V-neck, tailored armhole shaping, some lace on the shoulders. Really nice. I have worn it quite a lot last summer. The yarn that I used for this was merino silk blend, 50% of merino, 50% silk. So it was really comfortable to wear in the summer, and in the fall also. I also wore it with underneath the jacket and the blazer. I forgot to say about the Kevyt tee that it has it's the yarn that I used here is recycled denim yarn. I have 2 balls left here. Actually I have 3 balls because I have 2 light blue ones and 1 dark blue one. I'm going to make, if I have time to make a summer top, I'm going to make a summer top of these 2 also for the summer, for this summer. So that is something that I will cast on next. Then Helle Soft top. Helle means really a warm weather in Finnish, like over 25 degrees Celsius. So this is a basic top. It's the same size both from the front and from the back, and it has tailored edges. Also the detail when the pieces are joined are really tailored on both sides, and also the same pattern continues on the sides too. The yarn that I used for this was Novita Woolly Wood, which is blend of wool and tencel, if I recall. Wool and tencel, yes. Tencel is natural fiber. It's made from cellulose, or so it's made from plants. These were my last summer's most popular designs. One more design from the last summer is this Paphia Tee, which is flared. It has flared butterfly sleeves and butterfly flared body, and this is made from Queens and Company Sparrow, which is a linen yarn and I'm not that big of fan of linen yarns, but Queens and Company Sparrow was really nice to knit, more enjoyable than I could imagine. I didn't wear this much last summer, mainly because the weather was like that this has so large sleeves that I couldn't wear anything over it. So I'm waiting for warmer weather this summer that I could wear it more, because I like the design, I like the butterfly sleeves, and I would very much like to wear that garment. Okay, then we have puffed polo. That is my own personal favorite. It has a turtleneck, which is like polo neck in Finnish, or in UK English, I think. It's a bit oversized cowl, but this was perfect office garment underneath a jacket or a blazer, and the sleeves, while they are looking much larger, I could fit them under a blazer, and when it got a little bit hotter in the afternoon, I could take the blazer off, and it was perfect to wear by itself. Puffed polo, you can find the pattern in all my stores. The yarn is alpaca, actually. It's 100% alpaca. It was quite comfortable to wear, even though alpaca is a warm yarn, and some might feel that it's too warm in the summer, but here in Finland nothing is too warm in the summer, so I wore this a lot. Okay, I'm going to sneak peek this. This will be a new design, will be published this summer. I'm not going to talk about this one more. I'm going to tell you more about it when it will be published. Okay, then some cardigans and pullovers that you might want to also consider as summer knits. I'm considering them summer knits as I have worn them during the summer and a lot, and so I'm also going to go through with these summer knits, and of course always, as my designs are mostly designed from the top down and sleeves are picked, or sleeves are set-in sleeves or something like that. You can make short sleeves or make shorter sleeves, or do not make sleeves at all. One of the designs that is here is my Pearly Beach pullover that I published in my book Contrasts. And I have seen people making this as a sleeveless version, so they haven't picked any sleeves from here. This is knit from the bottom up, but you can leave the sleeves out as they are done last, so it can be considered as a summer knit too. And you can now find the pattern only in my book Contrast, but I'm getting the rights back of my book Knits, so you will I'm going to put all my patterns from the Contrast book as individual purses on Ravelry and on my other stores, but I'm going to do that slowly. I don't think that I am able to put all to sell as once, but I'm going to start with my summer knits, which will be this and some other knits from the book. And here is another knit from the book that can be considered depending what yarn you are using. This yarn that I used here is not that summery yarn, but if you leave sleeves out, it can be considered as a summer knit. And two extra samples were knit to my book Contrasts, and they were sleeveless versions, so it's perfect without sleeves too. And the yarn that I used here is La Bien Aimée Helix and Suri Alpaca knit together. So if you use, for example, linen yarn for this, which is perfect, you might even want to try, for example, Tunline that I have used in this design, Sandreskaan Tunline. It will probably work quite nicely with this held double, because Tunline is much more lighter than the yarn that I have here. Okay, then really old cardigan, but short sleeved cardigan, which might be nice to wear with some dress or something like that in the summer. This is called Golden Adalin, and it's my it's an old design, but something that I have worn quite much during summertime or during spring or fall time. It's silk merino blend yarn. I don't think the yarn is it's discontinued yarn, but you might find something silk and merino blend with fingering weight somewhere else. This is Golden Adalin. You will find it on Ravelry, or I'm not sure if I have put this on Lovecrafts or in my other stores, but at least you can find it on Ravelry. Okay, then two of my most own favorites, most worn cardigans, Koivu Cardigan and Dhabi Soft. this is also my Christmas cardigan that I wear a lot of during Christmas, but as it's fingering weight, I also wear it in the summer. The color is quite Christmassy, I think, but still I like to wear it in the summer. It has pearly buttons. You probably don't see them. I will close one button so you are able to see. Okay, like that. And tailored button band, which is knit at the same time as the body. This is Dhabi Soft. The yarn is Adalin fingering. It's merino yarn, 100% merino. Very nice color. I love it. And then the Koivu Cardigan, that is my most worn summer cardigan. It has a lace panel on the back, which is a little bit tricky since there are some lace that is also worked on the purl side or on the wrong side, so it's you need to concentrate also on the wrong side. But it has a contiguous sleeve shaping, so it's really enjoyable to knit in that sense, and fingering weight merino yarn. Hedgehog fibers, I think, was the yarn for this. Then another fingering weight yarn for which I used large needles to get this airy fabric or loose fabric, pre-stitch fabric. I think I used 4.5mm needles, which is US 7, I think. And it's fingering, light fingering weight yarn held together with lace weight merino blend yarn. So there is this halo, which is coming from the mohair blend yarn. So merino and mohair blend worked together. And if you are new to Prios, I have tutorials on my channel, so you might want to watch those before starting. It's knit flat, which is the easiest way to work Prios, although the sleeves are knit in the round, so that's it. If you don't want to knit the sleeves and you still want to make Prios in the round, you might want to make Hento Vest that I published this fall, last fall, so 2023 fall. So I haven't yet worn this in the summer, but I have some nice long dresses that I would like to wear with this one, or denim dresses. If you are interested on more specific yarn info, you can always go to Ravelry for the pattern page and search for my patterns. You will find the yarn info from there. And then my personal favorite, Höttö Cardigan. This is alpaca and linen blend yarn, and it's light as air. I have worn this a lot last summer and last fall, as this is so warm that it can be worn also in the autumn when the days get colder. But it's my own personal favorite, and what makes it special is actually the yarn. So when you work the design, you might want to find quite similar yarn, something that knits to large loose gauge with large needles. So some fluffy yarn that is still easy and enjoyable to knit, and is kind of good quality fluffy yarn, because there are a lot of bad quality fluffy yarns also in the markets. Okay, that's a fast scroll on my summer knits for today, and I would like to talk about a little bit summer shawls on the next summer knit episode. I have 2 shawls there waiting, and I will put all more shawls on display when I record the next part 2 of this video. Bye, see you again.